so used to running off to the next disaster, it feels strange to have a moment of peace. Am I dreaming, or do we really have a moment to breathe?
You're not dreaming. But it is odd, isn't it?
You did it! You banished Mehrunes Dagon and saved Tamriel. How does it feel being a big hero and all that? None of this would have been possible without you, you know. You were right there from the very beginning.
Tamriel should be safe from Mehrunes Dagon. Now.
Absolutely. Tamriel owes us a huge clap on the back, if I do say so myself. It's been a long journey, but we're finally at the end. Let's enjoy this victory. We certainly earned it. And you, most of all. You big hero, you.
Sharp Arrow's favorite.
Now that the dust has settled, I'm not really sure what to do with myself. I suppose we should probably check in with a few people. Word probably travels fast with something this big, but we can't count on that.
Who do you want to check in with?
As many as we can. Let's get everyone in the same place so we can all collectively catch our breath. Everything happened so fast after we kicked Dagon in his ugly face, we didn't really get a chance to talk. Maybe we could all meet in Leyawiin?
What do you need me to do?
I'd tell you to put up your feet, but I know you better than that by now. You never sit still for long. So I say we head to Fargrave and start by checking in with Kalya and Madame Whim first. We don't even know if they've heard what happened yet.
I'll meet you in Fargrave then.
I'll meet you in Fargrave at the House of Whims. Once we talk to Madame Whim and Kalya, we can decide who to track down next.
What about Lyranth?
Oh, that. I was trying not to think too hard about it. Thought it might spoil the celebration. Nothing puts a damper on a job well done like a Daedra who you sort of thought was your friend deciding to steal the powers of the ambitions, huh?
What do you think she's gonna do with all that power?
I don't know, and I'm not sure I want to know. I never really understood why she was helping us in the first place, but I didn't question it. Now I have to wonder if this was her plan all along, and what she's going to do next.
Lyranth's been an ally to us so far.
That's true, but she's still a Daedra at the end of the day, isn't she? I hope you're right. She was with us every step of the way on our mission to stop Mehrunes Dagon. We couldn't have done it without her help. That has to mean something.
What a battle. I will remember it always with great pride. As should you, champion. You faced an insurmountable foe and arose victorious. Are you not pleased with such a triumph?
Is Mehrunes Dagon really defeated?
You banished Dagon to the depths of the Deadlands. It is as close to death as Daedra can conceive. You have done what many would consider impossible. But he will return eventually. Even I might have considered that impossible before meeting you.
Do you have any idea why Lyranth took the powers of the ambitions?
No. I care little for what she does with her prize. Neither you nor I have any use for the ambition's power. Why concern yourself needlessly?
What will you do now, Rinkaius?
An interesting question. Nokvroz is defeated. The waking flame is extinguished. And you, mortal, have dealt Mehrunes Dagon a humiliating blow that he will no doubt remember for eons to come. My kin are avenged. I have many possibilities.
What a battle! Glorious! Blood drenches the ground of Destruction Solace, and Mehrunes Dagon's defeat shudders throughout the realm. To witness your triumph was my greatest honor, Master.
How did you fare in the rest of the battle?
Excellently. While you pursued Sombrin, I helped the others hold back the forces of Mehrunes Dagon. I lost count of the foes I felled in your name. My whiskers tremble with the memory of their last moments.
What do you plan to do now?
Within this small body beats the massive heart of a titan. You have reminded me that my fight is not yet done, and I can still be of use. I am finished feeling sorry for myself, and hope is not lost. Perhaps one day I can reclaim my true form.
Is that possible?
Possible? You stormed the gates of Destruction Solace and brought Mehrunes Dagon to his knees. And you brought your allies home safely. Nothing seems impossible after witnessing that. If a cure for this curse exists, I will find it.
How did you escape Destruction Solace?
Just when I thought we might be overwhelmed, a great and sudden force seemed to freeze the Deadlands entirely. Our adversaries halted in their tracks, clearly shaken by the event. We used the distraction to fall back, for we knew the fight was done.
Thank you for your help, Aarox.
Of course, Master. The very foundations of this plane trembled with your might. A legion of Daedric eyes and ears bore witness to your victory. Dagon will never forget such a resounding defeat. It was my honor to be a part of something so monumental.
Twice now you have saved the people of Blackwood, and perhaps all of Tamriel, from the devastation of Mehrunes Dagon. Forgive me if I say that I hope we do not meet this way again.
This day belongs to you, friend. I can't imagine how we would have stopped Von Dacia or Mehrunes Dagon without your help.
So we're all meeting in Leyawiin, was it? It'll be good to see everyone gathered in one place and safe. We didn't get much of a chance to assess what happened. This will give us a chance to regroup and discuss.
Is there nothing left of your powers at all?
No. It's an odd sensation, but not entirely unwelcome. Without them, Mehrunes Dagon will never have reason to hunt me. If Lyranth desires that burden, she's welcome to it. I'll finally have the peace I sought for so long.
What will you do now?
A nap first. After that, it's hard to say. Maybe I'll get a chance to explore the mortal world a bit. My part in world-ending prophecies and machinations is done. I'm just myself now. Nothing more, nothing less. That's exciting.
What about your memories?
I'm sure they'll all sort themselves out over time, but I'm not in a hurry. That chapter of my life is closed. I think it's time for new memories. Maybe even a new name. Who knows?
Why would Lyranth want your powers?
I've never understood Lyranth's motivations. Sure, she was integral in helping us banish Dagon, but do any of us know why? I shudder to think about what she has planned for all that power. But I doubt we've seen the last of her.
What makes you say that?
Her curiosity about the mortal world will draw her back. She tries to hide it, but in her own way, I think she is fond of us.
Okay, I talked to the anchorite. It does say it's an optional step, though.
So we're all meeting in Leyawiin,
Oh, okay.
was it? It'll be good to see everyone gathered in one place and safe. We didn't get much of a chance to assess what happened. This will give us a chance to regroup and discuss.
Can we count on you being there, then?
Of course. I'd help you and Eveli hunt the others down, but I think I need to be alone for a bit. So much has happened, and I feel like I still haven't caught up. Would you two be alright if I take some time for myself?
Eveli and I can handle things.
Great. Not that I had any doubts. You and Eveli head to Fargrave. Get Madam Whim and Kalia caught up. I'll meet you in Nirn once I've got my head sorted.
Okay, the House of Whims.
You did well, regardless of where the powers of the ambitions now rest.
I agree. You defeated Mehrunes Dagon. That's incredible. And there's the hero of the moment.
That's me.
The small wood elf has an oversized persona, rather like a Banekin, I suppose. She informed me of the rendezvous in Leyawiin. Kalia and I will be sure to attend. There is something I'd like to bring to your attention first.
What is it?
There have been strange magical occurrences in the city. They started quite recently, and while I do not know for sure, I have a theory about these incidents. After hearing what transpired in Sundercliff, I believe they may be connected to Lyranth.
What do you mean?
The little wood elf told us that Lyranth stole the power of the ambitions. Even for someone as capable as Lyranth, all of that energy could be overwhelming. That kind of power is volatile. It may leak from her core until she manages to control it.
Do you think that's what's causing the strange magical incidents?
I cannot say for certain, but if I am correct, it means Lyranth is somewhere in Fargrave. And it will only be a matter of time before she learns to wield that power without leaving a trail. This may be your last chance to speak with her.
I'll see if I can track her down.
I do not know if you will find Lyranth, but you may as well try. I sent my faithful servant Hezek to investigate the disturbances, though I doubt the fool has found much. Regardless, Kalia and I will meet you and your other allies in Leyawiin.
Lyranth, huh? I'll help you look. Let's meet at the Plaza of Portals in a bit to compare notes.
Right. The Plaza of Portals.
Stop stuffing your gullet! Madam will be displeased if we do not keep moving!
Oh. Magical anomaly.
Even a Dremora of my talents cannot hope to stand alone against the Dagonists and an army of living disasters. It cost you nothing, mortal. As for what I paid, I'd rather not discuss it. Reached that point we knew was coming. The place where our paths diverge. Little mortal, come to take in the view? I had a feeling you would not rest until you found me, little mortal. I skirted the wood elf earlier, but I know better than to keep you from your goal. I assume you wish to speak with me. So, speak.
Why did you steal the power of the ambitions?
Steal? Destron is dead, Sombren is dead, and Kalia was already stripped of hers. I stole nothing. As for the Anchorite, she is better off without them. She should thank me for removing that shackle to her past.
Was this your plan all along?
My plan? I started out looking to learn a secret. Where my search would lead, I had no clue. But yes, the more we uncovered, the more I grew interested in the ambition's power. The ability to shift destinies. What happens next? Not your concern.
It doesn't need to end like this, Lyranth.
Oh, but it does. Where I walk next, no mortal has even ventured. Possibly no Daedra either, for that matter. I will not allow anyone to stand in my way. Not even you. It is time to let me go, little mortal.
All right. Farewell, Lyranth.
You have been quite useful, little mortal. You have my thanks, for what it is worth. Wherever I go next, do not attempt to follow. Our paths must diverge, at least for now.
There she goes. I thought I might be able to ask her more questions, but then I'm sure she knows what she's doing, right? Let's just respect the decision and hope it doesn't blow up in our face. Let's find Eveli.
There you are. Did you have any luck? I looked everywhere and talked to everyone I could find. I even gave someone one of my arrows, and then he ran off with it. Ugh, this place. Did you find Lyranth? I'm at the end of my branch here.
I did. I think that's the last we'll see of her. At least for a while.
Maybe that's for the best. Lyranth worked as hard as any of us to stop Mehrunes Dagon, but we all understood she wasn't doing it for Nirn's sake. I'm almost afraid to ask. But did she say why she took the power of the ambitions?
She didn't really say.
Figures. Maybe it's silly, but I was hoping for a little reassurance that we didn't just unleash a new threat on the world directly after banishing another. I have a bad feeling about all of this, but there's not much we can do.
We'll just have to wait and see.
You're right. Let's just hope it doesn't come back to bite us anytime soon. Come on, we should get to Leyawiin. The others should be gathering, and I'll pick up any stragglers we missed on the way. Meet you there?
I'll meet you in Leyawiin. Oh my goodness, back at Leyawiin after so long. It's been a long time. I've been in the Deadlands for a while and Fargrave too. Don't even know my way around this place anymore. Alright, so we're gonna get to the castle, yep. This is of course the area that we spent quite a bit of time in during the Blackwood expansion. What's that guy doing? What are you doing?
Take my advice. Try not to ever cross a follower of Periite. Don't ask. You don't want to know. Damned flies.
Alright, in we go. Find your allies. Here they all
There you
are.
are. Good, you're here. I was afraid this crowd would turn ravenous if they had to wait any longer. Don't be alarmed. Looks like everyone's in a good mood. Though I think there's a few more people here than expected.
How did all these people find out where we were meeting?
Apparently, word spread faster than we thought. When I got here, there were already people gathered. Everyone knows what we did in Sundercliff. Eveli's trying to muster the courage to say something to all of them, but she could use a little help.
I'll talk to her.
Eveli's a little nervous. That wood elf can stare down a Daedric prince without blinking, but public speaking? There is the thought. She could use your help.
What will you do now?
Good question. I have my memories back, no strange ambition powers to speak of, and nothing riding on my shoulders. I could do anything. I think I'm going to stay close to Kalia for a bit. Tamriel is new to both of us. We can navigate it together.
Will you go back to Fargrave eventually?
Of course, it's my home, or at least the closest thing I've ever had to one. But I'm excited to familiarize myself with Tamriel. There's so much I don't know. Besides, having Kalia as a travel companion will be nice. We could both use the company.
Look at all these people! I wasn't expecting this. I guess it's not that surprising. You've got a habit of bringing all sorts together, don't you? I think they want a speech or something. I can't stick arrows in a speech. What do I say?
Tell them that Tamriel is safe from Mehrunes Dagon, thanks to us.
Thanks to you, more like. Sure, everyone here played a part, but no one would be left standing if you hadn't been there. You're the reason Tamriel is safe. I look up to you, you know. You deserve so much more than this. But here, take it. People? Daedra? Everyone? I'm not particularly great at speeches, so I'll get this over with. Mehrunes Dagon tried to take Tamriel for himself, but we sent his ruddy ass back to Oblivion. Now, there's one person who's been in this fight since the start of it, and I want to make sure they get their due. Take a bow, you. Blackwood deserves to celebrate its hero.
Right.
Well, what a journey. Investigator Vale would be proud of us, don't you think? I wouldn't have wanted to save the world with anyone else besides you. We make a pretty great team.
What's next for you, Eveli?
Who knows? Maybe I'll find some new world-ending mess to get myself into. I've got a taste for it now. I'm going to miss you. But I'm sure our paths will cross again. The two of us never stay out of trouble for long.
I still remember the day you appeared in our vault. I was so scared back then. It felt like everything I knew was burning to ash. I've grown a lot since then, and I have you to thank for that. It feels like my life is finally just beginning.
What will you do now?
I grew up hidden away from the world, as did the Anchorite. We've decided to travel Tamriel together for the time being. I think of her as a sister, but one I don't know especially well. I'm looking forward to learning more about her.
Right.
It's nice to be able to celebrate something. Though I can't stop thinking about Lyranth out there with all that power. I know I'll be sleeping with one eye open for a good long while. But I'm glad I can count on you after all this.
Well, we've got a fair few people here to go and have a chat to. Rinkaias?
The tales of our battles and victories will be known to all blade bearers henceforth. They will be recited with the utmost pride.
Thank you for coming, Rinkaias.
You called, we answered. Though I do not know if the mortals of Leyawiin approve of our presence. It came as quite a shock to those that witnessed our arrival. We will return to Oblivion quickly after this is through, do not worry.
So we got a Dremnarken runt throat ripper. The Dremnarken may be the runt of its pack, but it is still prepared to follow its leader into danger and uses its armor to show other Dremnarken that it is every bit as fierce as they are, despite the diminutive size. Okay. Oh, sorry, buddy. Hey, Rox.
This is a grand day, Master. I am honored to be here to witness it. And should you ever have need of my fangs or claws, you will always have them.
What will you do after this?
Though I am grieved to no longer travel at your side, I must return to the Celestial Palanquin. Madam Whim has agreed to assist me in searching for another way to release me from this cursed form. Perhaps it is too much to hope for, but I must try.
Mehrunes Dagon, defeated by mortals. I did not think such a thing was possible. Madam Whim seems pleased. Perhaps that will make my existence under her more bearable.
Dremora?
Rumors of what you've done have flown across plains. Can't say I'm too surprised after what I saw in that citadel. Don't know how you see yourself, but you're a hero to the entire Kalmar clan.
How did you get to Fargrave?
I reached an awful town called Wretched Spire. From there, I hitched a ride with a merchant caravan headed this way. I'm learning a lot about the people living beyond our home. Villages, families, communities exist in places I didn't expect.
Where will you go now?
Need to keep moving, you know. Maybe find another caravan, head to more strange cities. Learn more than I could have ever thought. Eventually I'll go back to Nirn, but not for a while.
Devaith?
So, my erstwhile colleague banishes Dagon himself. I must admit I'm impressed. I know only 2 people who've accomplished the same, and they are worshipped as gods. Just don't let the victory go to your head. No one likes a conceited braggart.
This almost feels like Fargrave. I've never seen Nirn so full of Daedra.
Guards watching your back.
We meet again. Heard a story about you. Heard you held off Mehrunes Dagon's attack. Defeated the prince. Good. You did well in Wretched Spire. Clever. Strong. Perhaps I'll need you again. Made a good assistant.
Why are you outside Wretched Spire?
Didn't want to come. Madam Whim promised a ward. Protection from summoning. Only temporary. Go back to the town soon. Nirn is uncomfortable. Never been here before. Smells different. Too bright. Not clear why mortals like it.
What will you do after returning to the town?
Good question. Perhaps wait for Tephalas to return. May take up pursuit of treaty. Tarvin owes me. May be willing to sign. Covered up his actions. Mortals aren't aware. Maintained stability. Eventually the protection will end. Then I'll move on.
Citizens at the back. Thou Seren.
Once again, the machinations of the Daedric princes have been thwarted by you. We might have to start calling you the 12th Force.
Rogatina.
My mistress, the Dread Lady, gone. And she didn't take me with her. What did I do to displease her? More importantly, what did you do to make her leave? Ugh, this is all your fault. It has to be. Or maybe this is a test. Go away. I need to ponder.
Okay, eat some corn while you're at it. Selveni.
You, the magician, defeated Mehrunes Dagon again. This is incredible. I need some mead.
I thought you were using one of the Mother Stones to go back to Mournhold.
I will. I just heard about Fargrave and your exploits and wanted to see everything for myself. I'll use the Mother Stone soon and tell everyone about Grandmother Silvisa's spirit. I hope that's all right with you, magician.
Selveni, I'm not Sothasil.
Oh, right. You must be in disguise too. I'll keep your secret here. I won't tell a soul, not even the Sarathu Tong when I find them. Your secret is safe with me, magician.
Who else we got? Captain Rian?
This day belongs to you, friend. I can't imagine how we would have stopped Von Dacia or Mehrunes Dagon without your help.
You played an important part too.
I fought for my home and my people. Any soldier would do as much. But you, my friend, had the courage to take up a cause that wasn't yours and face dangers beyond this world. And all for the sake of strangers. I salute you.
I am impressed with you, mortal. You did something many thought was impossible, and are still standing at the end of it. When you first brightened the door of the House of Whims, I thought there was something special about you. Something intoxicating.
What will you do now?
Business, as always. Clients come and go, and come again. Oblivion will shudder for a time with the echo of Mehrunes Dagon's defeat, but it changes little for me. The House of Whims will always provide for those who have need of it.
Who else we got? Too fair.
This one is not surprised. You had the courage to enter the Brandfire Reformatory to recover a stranger's sister. Of course you'd be the one to shove those half-witted pyromaniacs back to the pits where they belong.
What's next for you?
Tufe will spend some time with her family. She has learned not to take them for granted. After that, this one has given some thought to exploring Tamriel. There must be embers of the waking flame still lit. Tufe would like to extinguish them.
Cashew?
Twice now you have saved the people of Blackwood, and perhaps all of Tamriel, from the devastation of Mehrunes Dagon. Forgive me if I say that I hope we do not meet this way again.
What's next for you, Governor Cashew?
Blackwood is at peace. I can lay down my sword for a time and spend my days building something new instead of fighting to save what is already here. Although, I think I will begin by building better walls in Gideon, just in case.
Just in case. Alarm?
Once again, I believe my work here is done. But if it turns out that Mehrunes Dagon needs yet another sharp lesson, I hope you'll think of me.
Thank you, Alarm.
On the contrary, thank you. The destruction of Tamriel would have been bad for business. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have helped you avert that disaster. Just wish I'd had a proper contract to go along with it.
Lucy.
Your legend within these lands grows, and it is well deserved. I hope you have no plans for moving on from here unnoticed. Believe me when I say that the more people speak of you, the harder blending in becomes.
Strength, vigor, firm, hardy skin. How could a single person contain so many gifts? And yet, here you stand, my Raj Biko. From the muds below my hut to the heights of this moment, a legend grows before my eyes.
Your legend will also grow from this.
How could the deeds of Otumi Ra become any more legendary? My name is already known across all of Tamriel. What next, the moons? I receive my own stars? Actually, now, just watching your great success pleases me enough.
I once read in a First Era tome that even the smallest flea might inspire the tallest hist. You have inspired me in much the same way. I do not offer gratitude all that often, as you may know, but the other winds ask that I say thank you.
What are your plans now?
Elosi finally convinced us to take on students, replacements to carry the tradition of the winds. They will need a great deal more training before they can match our greatness. But knowing they will be out there pleases me.
Nass?
I'm going to find some of those pastries you mortals rave about. I might as well try to make sense of something, and I have more of a chance of understanding them than I do your accomplishments.
Commander Axios?
Enjoy your accolades and parades while you can. Take it from an old soldier. There's always another battle ahead.
Will you really leave soldiering behind?
If I were wise, I'd have left it behind long ago. I've been wed to the blade for so long now, I wouldn't know what to do otherwise. So long as I'm fool enough to keep fighting, you can call on me.
All right. And I think that's about it. I talked to everybody here, right? Yeah, I think so. I guess we'll just sneak out. Hopefully no one notices. And we can go on to our next adventure.
Ah, the hero of Leyawiin. Your deeds on our behalf will be remembered. And never fear, I shall talk to the Chamber of Legates about a special medal or whatnot, perhaps even commission a statue. Your legend will be second only to that of Sai Sahan.
Wow. Good old Sai Sahan. It's been a while since we've seen that guy, hasn't it? Okay. Nothing. No one gonna sneak out and say, hey! Hey, I remember you. Nothing cheeky like that. Just step outside of the castle gates. Well, I guess that's going to be about it. I don't know if there's anything else. I haven't seen any other quests, so I'd imagine that brings us to the end of the Gates of Oblivion, having dealt with Mehrunes Dagon twice, kind of. It was good. Like, I really enjoyed it. We finished this quite late because I got busy with other things. But I'm glad that we actually came back to it and finished off the Deadlands, completed the season. I will be back for the next season, which will probably be starting fairly soon. The only thing I don't know about is whether I'll be going through dungeon DLCs this time around. I might just stick to prologues, expansions, the other prologue, and the eventual end-of-year DLC. But we shall see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. And I guess I'll just see you in the next series. Until then, see ya. Bye.